Good afternoon, my group member.
Good afternoon.
My name is Venant-UWIMANA from Level 3 Educational Psychology. Okay, now we are going to talk about the legal framework that governing school in Rwanda. When we say legal framework, what does it mean? When we say the legal framework, it is a set of laws and the policies and the policies that guide how education is organized and how education is managed. So this legal framework, it ensure fair, the standard and the transparent education, and defining the responsibilities of all stakeholders. The purpose of this legal framework, it is to guarantee the access to quality education, to protect the right and promote the equity and the accountability in schools. So the legal framework has the following component. The first one, it is constitution. The second component, it is educational laws. The third component, it is the national policies, and the last one, it is what we call international organizations. So the function of this component of legal framework, it is to ensure the compulsory education and the school surfeit, and the inclusion and even the proper monitoring of the school. So let us see Rwanda's legal framework for education. The first Rwanda's legal framework for education, it is Constitution of Rwanda 2003, which is revised in 2015. So this Constitution of Rwanda, it is the highest law and recognize education as human right. So in this constitution, we can say, for example, one article, which is Article 20. This article emphasizes or ensure access to quality education. We can also say an article which is Article 24. It emphasizes the protection of child and even the compulsory basic education. The second, Rwanda's legal framework that govern education, it is key national laws governing education. Thus, Rwanda educational system, it is governed by laws that ensure organization and quality and accountability in education. So we can say, for example, law, NESA law number 03, which in 2013, it is established to oversee national examination and the school inspection. We can also say the law, which is law number 45, 2013. This law, it emphasizes on the right of child and the child protection. We can also say the law number 72, 2013, which regulated the higher education. There is also ministerial order number 002 Minedik in 2001, and this ministerial order, it guide the curriculum. So let us continue about the third legal framework that govern education in Rwanda, which is called the educational policy and the strategic plans. Educational policy guide the education system in line with Vision 2050 and SDG, or Sector Development Goal number 4. The educational strategic plan set goal like access, like equality, like equity, and efficient of educational sector strategic plan. Implement these goals through program in basic education and the TVET. The teacher development and higher education, promoting inclusion and quality education for all learners. So the last component or the last legal framework that govern education in Rwanda, it is institutional framework. When we say institutional framework, these are the system of government bodies, government agencies, and partners that manage and regulate implementation and support education from primary level and up to higher education. So one of the institutional legal framework we can say MINEDIC. This institution, it set educational policies at national levels, and it oversee or see overall direction of all educational levels in Rwanda from primary up to higher education. Another institution is REG. This institution, it implement basic educational policies, develop curriculums, train teachers, and support ICT in education. Another institution is NESA. This is institution, it manage national exam and school inspection and quality insurance in schools. We can also say another institution which is called the Rwanda TVET Board, and this one, it oversee TVET education and link the training with job market needs. We can see also University of Rwanda, which provide higher educational teacher training and the research for national development. So we can say also local government, like district, like a sector that support in school management and infrastructure and the community involvement. We can also say the non-government and the partners as a part of legal institution framework. This non-government organization like UNICEF, like World Food Program, they support education through through providing the practical skill training for employment. So we can end up to the Rwanda Polytechnic. This institution, it manage TVET institutions and provide a practical skill training for employment. So thanks. This is the legal frameworks that govern education in Rwanda. Thanks.
Thanks.